Hey guys, I'd like to talk about an argument people will commonly make about homosexuality being a choice. People will claim something like, I believe that homosexuality is a choice and that it's against God to make that choice. I think what people need to understand is it's really not a choice. There's significant evidence that it's not, that it can be passed down through a gene, um, and that it has to do with a hormone imbalance. Either way, it is not a choice. It's who you are. And some people will claim, well, it's a disease. Well, it's not a disease. There is nothing wrong with it. It does not harm the person who is a homosexual. It's simply society that harms that person. It is not a disease, because a disease would imply that it does some harm to that person's body to have that attribute. Homosexuality is different. It's different from the norm, but that does not mean it is a disease or that it is wrong. It has been around for a long time, as is very clear, also. Um, People will say, I believe homosexuality is a choice. And they will say, yeah, that it's wrong. But let me put this in perspective to some of you straight people. What if someone told you that you were wrong for being attracted to females? Whether this be having sex with lots of different women that you don't even love because it feels good, or whether this be having sex with your wife of 20 years as a way of showing that you love her. What if you were not legally allowed to have children? What if, for some reason, males could only have children with males and females could only have children with females? I know that's not how it works, and that's not how it will ever work, but just bear with me, okay? What if that's how it was? Male, male, female, female. But you were attracted to the female and you were a male, or you were attracted to the male and you were a female. Could you be with a male just because it was more socially acceptable? What if a 1,000-year-old book said that you had to be with the same gender? Would you do this because the book said so? Or would we do what we have done with many biblical passages and simply accept them as the thinking of the time? You know, a lot of people will try to use a couple of arguments. A, that homosexuality is unnatural. Okay, this computer is unnatural. This table is unnatural. That TV over there is unnatural. Does that mean they're bad? Also, homosexuality has been observed in many animals. It is not a man-made concept. It is not a concept that only humans have. The Bible says it's wrong in a couple of obscure passages. There are lots of passages condemning other things in the Bible. The difference is the preachers focus on this. They will focus on this anti-gay idea. They will try to come up with arguments as to why it is one of the worst sins. Yet, what they don't understand is the word abomination is the same word that is used for wearing a shirt made of two sorts of fabric. It is the same thing that a sin, lots of things are sins, according to the Bible. You know, Jesus never said anything about homosexuality anyway. So, I really think all this focus on how homosexuals are wrong and gays go to hell is really just an exaggeration of a couple of obscure verses and completely missing a central point. So, even to a Christian, homosexuality is not an important theme in the Bible. It is not something that is malicious, and it does not go against any good intent. And what needs to be understood is intent. Someone's intention of love is very different from someone's intention of promiscuity, lust. We need to understand the difference there. Another thing people will say, besides that it's a disease, it's against God because it says so in the Bible. But I really think most people's issue is just that it's different, just that they don't understand it. And okay, how about bisexuals who they are bisexual, but they will argue that it has been a choice, that it is a choice to be gay. A bisexual who would argue that. Well, maybe for you. Maybe for you, because you're attracted to both. But not everyone's mind works that way. Not everyone's mind works in the way that you can be attracted to either. Not everyone's mind works in the way that you choose who you are with. Not like choose, but where you can go for either. That's not how everyone's mind works. So one final thought. Even if it was a choice, why is it really wrong to love someone of the same gender? Why should it be wrong to love someone who is of your same gender? Why should it be wrong to express that love? I think it's sad that we condemn people being who they are. And I think it's sad that we stereotype people, that we place them into groups. We condemn people. We push out people. We make them feel afraid to admit who they are. Love is love. And we need to stop condemning love. Because that's the worst thing we can do as a people, is to condemn love. Love is something we need more of. Love is an important thing. And we're going to condemn people because they love each other. They're not hurting you. They just love each other. You're going to say their love is fake, ungodly. I say that if you have so much hate within you as to condemn another's love, then your love is fake. Love is not a sometimes thing. You love, you love. If you have love in you, you have love in you. If you hate, then you can't truly love. If you can hate so much, what if your son